Hey YouTube, I'm Carla Pryor and I'm here to give you a quick preview of our episode 20, which is working on abdominal stability. So I don't think I was doing YouTube at the time when I did my last abdominal series exercise, but just for reference, our series 7 was a very basic stabilization series. We worked on static postures and teaching you how to keep your abdomen engaged when you're in a resting pose or you're just moving your arms or only your legs. So this episode 20 is going to be making this a little bit more dynamic, because even though episode 7 is great, it's a great foundational episode just to get your mind more connected to the transverse abdominus that we were working on. This episode 20, in my opinion, takes you that next step further to be even more important, because most of you are walking, running, doing some sort of recreation or some sort of activity around your house and community. And if you lose that connection in your transverse abdominus as soon as you take it into movement, then you've lost your spinal stability. So I'm going to give you an example of one of the exercises that we work on in our series. So one of the ways that your transverse abdominus can get a little bit deactivated is through shoulder range of motion. So you can see as if I lift my arm up, how it's very easy for me to collapse right into my lower back. If I'm in this anteriorly tilted position, there's no way that I have an effective contraction of my transverse abdominus or my glutes. So in episode 7, we talked about learning how to keep the abdomen engaged and the spine in a neutral position as we move the arms, but we're going to make it a little bit more challenging in this series. So one of the exercises that we work on is I have you come down into a forearm plank, like so. Again, it's really easy here to shift like this. In this position, I'm not using my abs at all, I'm just resting everything into my lumbar spine. So we're going to find a neutral pelvis position. You should already be feeling quite a lot of tone going on right underneath your belly button. You can imagine my hand is in the lower part of your back, and each exhale you're drawing your navel into my palm. And then try to reach your left palm out in front of you. Notice what happens. What likely happened is all the weight shifts onto your right side here, and the pressure on your left side got light. And hopefully here, you can come back and readjust. So if this is hard, you can take yourself up onto your palms. That makes it a little bit easier here. Your elbow creases are forward, and the closer your knees are onto towards your elbows like this, the easier the exercise is going to be. So really try to focus here on your left knee, the left side of your transverse abdominus, and then keep your right shoulder away from your ears, and see if you can crawl your left fingertips out in front of you, and then lower them back down. Try that 2 more times. Reach forward, and reach back. Good. 1 more, reach forward and reach back. So hopefully you're able to feel that all across the lower belly. So why is this important? So every time you reach your arm up during the day, it should be coming from here. You shouldn't be reaching your arm up and getting this compressive force into your lower back. You should automatically stabilize in your lower belly as you make an arm motion. So that's the purpose of the exercise in these series, is to train your arms and legs to move while you're controlling it from your center. So if you're interested in the episode, check out the link below. You can also feel free to reach out to us via email or social media. And have a great rest of your day. Hopefully you check it out. Thanks.